Hey, hey, hey. This is Jonathan, 1800 Best Offers. I want to go over today our way of you finding the deals, also, obviously, but to be able to send email offers to them. And this will help us in reference to being able to have someone who may be serious and may not. And this will kind of speed up the process for us on our end to be able to not go on so many appointments where people are not necessarily really motivated to do. So what we want you to do is utilize in your tactics of actually finding individuals that want to sell the properties through Zillow, through Craigslist, through Redfin, through Backpages. When you actually go on and you find a particular property, we're going to show you real quickly how to and it's not necessarily to basically make an offer and send an offer. And it's not a definite, it's not in stone. It's just a general offer that we can send that'll help us gauge where they are as far as their motivation. So let's go here. We're here on Zillow. You're saying we're using Zillow as the place that you're using to find a lead. So let's just go in here and let's go. Let's just do 30118. All right. So as you remember, the list search. We go in. We want to find the one that's being sold by owner right now. All right. So here's that guy that we've talked to already. So you know what? Actually, what I'm gonna do is let's go to a different zip code. Let's do 38117. Let's try. I tell you what. Well, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we got for sale by owner, and here's one that says make me move. Okay. All right, so this is the high end. This is something we generally don't do, only because it's high end. Our buyers don't buy high end. So I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna go to 38116. I know that they're not as high end over there in those houses. So do we have anyone that sell by owner? So I tell you what. Let's just do. I'm just going to use an address for the sake of this particular training, because you know how to find the actual leads. So that's not a problem. So we're going to use 662 Rosemont Avenue. Let's just use that. So we're going to use 662 Rosemont. It's kind of moving kind of slow. All right, so 662 Rosemont Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee. All right, so here's the Zillow information on it. All right, so this is our test property. We're going to use this, I'll show you what we're talking about and how you can actually help us with sending offers. And what you're going to do once you find out these offers and once you find out the amounts, you're going to send the email offer, that offer sheet that I sent you, which I'll go to. But this will send an email offer to everyone. I want you to send an email offer to everyone. So 662 Rosemont Avenue is our subject property. Now the Zestimate here says about $85,650. Okay, so we're going to use this amount as well as other amounts. So the other place that we want you to go to is Total View Real Estate. 1800bestoffer.com. So totalviewrealestate.com. So you click on that, and you want to put that address in, 662 Rosemont Avenue, and then the zip code. You can just put the zip code in on 38116 and do get info. Now a lot of times it'll bring this up, sometimes it may not. Alright, what I want you to look at is here, our estimate. Alright, so you can see Zillow's estimates on here also. Alright, so that's, you got 85,656, you got 81,159, and then I want you to check one other place, and that's iComps, ICOMPS.com. All right. Now, what we're doing is we're finding out the average cost of what these sites say. Zillow usually is way off. iComps and Total Review is a little closer a lot of times. But we're going to take these three amounts that you see here. You're going to add those three together. Continue to the website. Yes. All right. So iComps, you put the address in, 662 Rosemont. Jonathan. Rosemont Avenue, and search. All right. And it gives you the estimated value here of 83,060. All right. So now, to get the amount, now generally when they're that close, you can get the total amount. I mean, it's pretty simple, but you know, we just calculate it. So we had, there's 85,656 plus, I mean, obviously it's going to be around $80,000, but just for the sake of this video, I want to just show you in case you don't, just, it's not that obvious. And then 83,000 and $86. All right, so the total of those three are $249,901. You're going to divide that by the number of properties, which was 3. Well, a number of amounts that you got, which was 3. So if you did Trulia and you got Trulia's amount and it was 85,000, then you know you would add 4 because you did Trulia, Total View, Zillow, and iComps. But in this case, we did iComps, Total View, and Zillow, which all we need is 3 really. So you just divide it by 3. That'll give you the average amount. So the average amount is $83,300 for the pricing of that house, that particular house. Now you're going to take this $83,000. We're going to send you this, which is so simple. Once you find out that number, here's our 1-800-BEST-OFFERS wholesale spreadsheet, and this is what you're going to use to be able to calculate the amount. So it says the house is worth about $83,300 of after repair value. So that's what it would be worth if you were going to try to sell it. So $83,300. It's going to automatically calculate the 70% loan to value right here. It automatically does it. So you don't have to be concerned with that. Once you've talked to these people and they said it's going to, you know, it's not going to need a lot of work, then what you would do, you want to calculate, matter of fact, let me go back here. you want to calculate. So, all right. So you've talked to this person, and you know they're okay. They're thinking about selling the property, and they really want to sell the property. Let them know, hey, listen, we can send somebody out there, and you know, and you actually book the appointment, but you still want to send an offer to them. Okay, even if they don't book the appointment, we want to send an offer to them. So they say, well, it doesn't really you know, need that much work. Well, okay, so what you want to do is to calculate the repair amount. And it's just going to be an estimate. You're not doing anything definite. It's just an estimate. You want to find out what the square footage is on this. So when you go down, okay, it should be right in here under more. Okay, so you can see the square footage of this home right here is 1591. So if they say that they don't need a lot of work on their property, then you want to multiply the square footage times $5. So 1591 times $5 equals 79. So if it doesn't need a lot of work, we're looking at about $7,955 to repair the property. Okay. Now, if they say it's going to need a little work, you know, you're going to need a little more than normal. So you always want to ask: is it going to? Are we just going to need to can we just move into it? If we can move into it, then it's $5 times the square foot. If it's going to need some work, if you know we're going to have to go in and maybe take a roof down or something like that, or whatever, medium-sized work, then you want to do that times $8. If it's going to need a total gut job, and they say, listen, it's going to need a lot of work, then you want to do that times 15. So she's like, oh, no, it doesn't need a lot of work. You know, it needs just a little work. So you take 15, the square footage again, which is right here, the square footage of the home, times 8 equals $12,728. So you could just round it up to $12,800. Or if it needed, you know, a total gut job, I mean, this house was just crappy, and you take that times 15, and we need about $24,000 worth of work on this property. So let's just, for the sake of argument, let's just say it didn't need a whole lot of work. So you say take that 1591, because that's our square footage again. We take that times 5. Doesn't need a lot of work on it. So about $8,000 worth of work. So now what we do is we go back to our spreadsheet, and we do our repair cost at $8,000. The miscellaneous expense always stays at $15,000. Actually, 12,000. I'm sorry. At $12,000. So it automatically, once you plug those numbers in, it automatically does the calculation for you, which I love. So the after repair value of that property that showed from Zillow, from Total View, and from iComps was $83,000. Immediately it calculates 70% of that amount, which is what we start. We subtract the $8,000 repair cost that we pay and a miscellaneous expense, and our max offer would be $38,000. The first offer would be $32,000. So you want to send this amount. Now $32,500 would be the amount. I wouldn't do $564. So we would do. So you would send an offer for that property of $32,500, email offer, and you just send that email documentation that I sent. Hi, you know, Mr. and Mrs. So and so, whoever, you know, Mr. Parker. and just plug in the numbers. You know, your address at this 662 Rosemont Avenue. We would like to, you know, submit you a cash offer. Now, here's the most important thing, or one of the most important things. That cash offer, we want the cash offer to end in 2 weeks. Give them 2 weeks from the date that you send it. So if it's, you know, today's date, which is December 30th, then you got the 6th. Oh, hold on. Camera's in the way. All right, so we got the 6th and the 13th. So you would make that offer, and it would end on the 13th. It already has my signature on it, and just send out that email. So that's how you calculate this. So let's just go back through this one more time just to make sure that we got it complete. All right. So .662 Rosemont Avenue. Let's try a different property. So let's just well, let me just stay right here. 662 Rosemont Avenue. Actually, you don't even have to go down to see the square footage. The square footage is actually right here. And a lot of times it'll be right there. 662 Rosemont Avenue. The Zestimate, or which is Zillow's estimate, is $85,600. iComps have it at $83,000. Total View has it at $81,000. All right, so you take those three amounts, you get your calculator, and take those three amounts, 85, 6 times 81.1, and I just like to use whole numbers, me personally. Oh, you know what? I just did that wrong. I'm dividing. 85. Oh, 85. Oh, all right, Jonathan. 85.6 times 83,000. Oh, you know what? No, I did do something wrong. We're adding these, not multiplying. We're adding them. I apologize. 80 plus plus 81.1. Knew that looked funny. Plus 83,000. Yeah, we're just using whole numbers. All right. So yes, 249. So we divide those three by 3 since we use 3 numbers. And it gives us 83,230, which I actually used whole numbers on that one, so that's why it's less. And then we go to our 1800 Best Offers wholesale spreadsheet. You plug that number in here, and it automatically does the rest. 83,300. Bam. And the only other number that you're going to add would be the after repair value number of what you just calculated, and also the repair cost. And that would be based upon what they said. Now, if you didn't talk to that particular person and they didn't give you all of that information about, you know, hey, it's going to need a little work, this and this, then your average, just do the average of 8 at that point. Just do 8. whatever the square footage is times 8, and that'll give you an amount, and then you plug that repair cost in minus the miscellaneous expense, and that will be the offer. You want to do the first offer first because it gives us room to negotiate here. You never send the max offer out, so send that amount out via email. And if you do that consistently, we'll obviously get some hits. We'll get individuals that are wanting to, and then make sure you send from our Gmail account, the 1-800-BESTOffersTeam@gmail.com. Now, that's pretty much it on submitting offers. So I believe I covered everything. Make sure that like I said, you plug those numbers in properly. It'll automatically calculate it, and you will have no problems really in doing this, because you'll after doing so many of them, you'll start to see. But make sure you use the Zillow, Zestimate, Total View, Real Estate, and iComps to plug the numbers to see what those numbers are. iComps estimated value will be right here. Total Views estimated estimates, I should say, should be right there, and Zillow's will be right here. And you should see the square footage on all of these. So Zillow, you'll see it right there. That's usually the easier one. But the square footage is also here, right here, if you got to look on there. And then I think the square footage right here. So you can see that, utilize that, and that we need for you to also send those offers out via email. So this is how you will send those offers out. So if you have any questions, again, you can email me, you can text me, and hopefully this was pretty informative for you. If not, again, just send me an email, a question about anything. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Bye.